Hello students, my name is Gyanendra Kumar and today I will take topic Mammalia, okay, which is very important for NEET exam in India. Okay, so let's see it in detail. Guys, when we will see this topic Mammalia, Mammalia are actually, they belong to phylum Chordata, right? And unique thing about this Mammalia is what, they have mammary gland. Mammary gland is a kind of modified sweat gland, right? And unique thing about mammary gland is making it different from anyone, is it produces milk. It produces milk, and this milk provide nutritious substance for their newborn, of the mammal's newborn. Okay, so they have mammary gland which making them unique as compared to anyone. Okay, then they are tetrapoda. Tetra means 4 and poda means appendages. So they have total 4 appendages, right? And that 4 appendages, like it's adapted for swimming, okay, it's adapted for walking, it's adapted for running, it's adapted for burrowing, it's adapted for climbing on tree. Okay, so they are tetrapoda. They have total 4 limbs. Okay, which is adapted for their different function. Now another unique thing about mammals is what? They have skin that is covered by hairs. You will not find anywhere this character. Except mammal, you will not find this character anywhere. So they have actually skin which is covered by hairs, right? Guys, external ear we have or not? This is what's called ear pinna, you see, right? This ear pinna, you will find only in mammals. So external ear or ear pinna, which used to collect sound, is present in mammals. In other classes of chordata, I will not find this. Now dentition will see how many types of teeth you have. You have 4 types of teeth. If you see fishes, fishes have only 1 type of teeth. So fishes are called homodont. Okay, we are heterodont. We have different type of teeth. We have more than 1 type of teeth, right? So dentition, if you will see, so we are heterodont. We are mammals. We are heterodont. So mammals are actually heterodont. They have different type of teeth. Okay. Another thing, heart. Guys, how many chambers are present in the fish heart? Fish heart have 2 chambers, 1 atria, 1 ventricle. Okay. Amphibians like frog or toad, their heart have total 3 chambers, 2 atria, 1 ventricle. Reptiles' heart have also 3 chambers except crocodile. Okay. Birds and mammals' heart have 4 chambers, right? So mammals have actually total 4 chambers in their heart. They have advanced kind of heart, 4 chambers in their heart, right? The heart is muscular organ, and this heart is present ventrally, not dorsally. Cockroach have also heart, na? Cockroach have 13 chambers in their heart, but that heart is present dorsally. Is it or not? Here heart is present ventrally. Okay, so total 4 chambers are present in the heart of our mammal. RBC, you will see, this RBC actually is transport oxygen, and this RBC is actually biconcave. Biconcave RBC. RBC have not nucleus, and it have a hemoglobin that carry gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. So RBC is biconcave shape. Okay, it's carry lot of oxygen and carbon dioxide. It's used to transport at their organs, right? Now for respiration, they have gills. Yeah, they have gill. No, for respiration, the mammals have actually 1 pair of lungs. See, mammals are terrestrial animal. Mammals are basically terrestrial animal. Even mammals are living in water also. Like we'll see our whale, dolphin, seal, they are living in water. See, cow, they are living in water, right? But still for breathing they have to come on the surface of water, because they have lungs for breathing. All mammals have lungs for breathing. Is it clear? Okay. Now sexes are separate, of course. In Mammals, there is a different male or females. Males are different and females are different. So male and females are different in mammals, right? Males are actually producing male gamete and females are produces female gamete. Okay, so this, so if any animal, you know, if the male and females are separate, we are calling that case sexual dimorphism is there. And if only one body is producing both male and female body, we are calling, okay, so you have the case of a hermaphrodite, like sponges are hermaphrodite, but here we have case of sexual dimorphism. Right, and which kind of fertilization we have? Internal kind of fertilization, and development is direct development, guys. The development of embryo is, you know, direct development. No, like you see the amphibians, you will see amphibians have a tadpole, right, and it will go through so many drastic changes after metamorphosis, then it convert into adult frog. You will not find this kind of thing. You won't find any kind of drastic change into the mammal's life. Okay, so they have direct kind of development. Okay, no metamorphosis. Metamorphosis absent. Morphosis is absent. Okay, mammals are generally viviparous. They used to give birth of their young ones, but there are some mammals, they are oviparous also. Okay, can you tell me name of one oviparous egg-laying mammal? Oh my god, so cool it is. Yeah, ornithorhynchus. Do you know platypus? Platypus, yeah, platypus, ornithorhynchus. These are viviparous animals. It's a unique property, you see. So when scientists studied embryo of this platypus, they find it have lot of similarity with the reptiles actually, snake and all. So okay, they finally concluded, okay, so platypus is actually connecting link between fishes. It's connecting link between reptiles and mammals. Okay, so this is what, you know, I went over this. So I went through the all basic points of the mammals. Guys, fishes have total 10 pairs of cranial nerves. Mammals have total 12 pairs of cranial nerves. Mammals, cerebrum and cerebellum is well developed. Okay, that's why they're smart, you know. Cerebrum. These are at present ruled by mammals only. So cerebellum or cerebrum. Actually, cerebrum and cerebellum is well developed in mammals, and they have one more structure you will not find anywhere, that is called corpus callosum. Corpus callosum. Okay, and they have metanephric kind of kidney. And this metanephric kidney releases urea as nitrogenous metabolic waste. They have metanephric kidney, a most advanced kind of kidney. Okay, kidney, right? Which kind of kidney present in fishes and amphibians? They have mesonephric kidney. It is somewhat primitive kind of kidney. Okay, but this metanephric kidney have, you know, it releases nitrogenous metabolic waste like urea. Hello, metanephric kidney present in fishes also, but fishes kidneys nephrons have not loop of Henle, but here we have loop of Henle. Okay, so that's why the mammals have a unique ability. They can concentrate their urine, they can change concentration of their urine. We will not find this thing anywhere. In other classes of chordata, you will not find this thing. Okay, and mammals are homeotherm like birds. Homeotherm means they can maintain their body temperature at a particular, like see at present here outside temperature is 6 degrees Celsius, but my body temperature 37. Even here temperature in winter, summer season used to go as 47, still my body temperature is fixed. So I have 37 degrees Celsius. So I have a unique ability to maintain my body temperature. Okay, so the mammals can maintain their body temperature, and that body temperature is 30. Sorry, human the temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. So they are, that's why mammals are homeotherm. Remaining we will see in next class. Bye.